Let's go into our book club.
Speaking
then.
of stunned.
Yeah, my God, Sparkz. What?
Sparkz,
Hey guys, I'm
lead us in.
Sparkz, and I picked Beasts of Burden Animal Rights by Evan Dorkin, and boom, motherfucker.
No, he didn't finish it, so it's only like 1.5.
Oh, he hiccuped.
You still have to bleep it out.
Nah, you're good.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Yo, Sparkz, this book was fantastic, man.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, and
You know-
I couldn't put it down. The moment I started, I was like, I need to
read it
keep
all at once, I
going.
think.
I started reading this at 2 a.m,
Yeah.
and then I got to a certain scene which we'll talk about later, and
Well, we can talk about it now.
Okay, I got to the
Full spoilers for Animal Rights.
full
Beast of
spoiler
Burden.
for Animal Rights for Beast of Burden. I got to the story with Hazel. Like I was
Yeah.
actually kind of nodding off a little bit when we had the witch cats and the Egyptian god Sekhmet showed up and everything.
Sure,
and I was
sure.
like- I was
Rated
like,
R. We got some boobs.
we got boobs, yeah.
Yeah.
We got like a Egyptian cat god boobs. But
Yeah.
then we got to Hazel's story,
It's everyone's thing, man.
which broke my effing heart. That hurt, and I'm like,
The
no,
last page of that story broke my heart.
I wanted to cry.
Yeah, that is for me, the one that pulled me into the book hardcore is the story just before that, where the boy befriends Ace and becomes a werewolf.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that's
that
rough.
one.
That's so sad.
That one, that was good. That was so good too.
It's rough.
It's rough. Oh. Sorry, I gotta go.
We did not mean that pun.
Oh, man.
All puns are meant.
Yeah, man,
No,
this-
I love this book. I picked it up because I had seen the cover art and I was like, oh, this is cool. Kind of like a comic book about a pack of dogs. What's the plot? Oh, a neighborhood pack of dogs defend their town from the supernatural. Well, that's pretty neat. And then I read it and I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Yeah, man. It's the story about this pack of dogs and a cat.
Orphan.
Orphan, who's one of my favorite characters.
I love Orphan.
Orphan is my two favorites are Ace the Husky and Orphan.
When Orphan goes down to get the witch cat,
Oh,
and then
Yeah.
and they get getaway cat with them.
Getaway cat.
Getaway kid.
The getaway kid?
The getaway kid, yeah.
And then they get up and it's like we all think, oh, getaway kid's probably dead. Oh no, there's a lot of death in this book.
there is.
And we're just kind of sitting there going like, oh, that's too bad. And then getaway kid's like, oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, they thought about me.
He's watching Orphan and what's how do you pronounce it? Difna?
I don't know.
Hold on,
Dipna?
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Well, for now it's Witch Cat. The witch
yeah.
cat who survived from the witches earlier, and also bringing the dead dog, the zombie dogs. What the hell?
yeah.
Oh, it's really weird. We kind of are thrown
Dipna,
into
yeah.
what?
Difna.
Dipna.
Difna. Yeah.
We're kind of thrown into part ways into stories. For example, the witches.
That was interesting.
The rock golems are resurrecting someone.
Yeah.
We don't know who, just someone.
Or even what was the one? The werewolf one at the end when these people like drag out the werewolf.
Yeah, and they shoot kill him with some bullets. Yeah.
And like we don't get any more than just that.
When you said that like this book crossed over with Hellboy, and then I read Hellboy, this reads exactly like a Hellboy comic. It's like a short, it's an issue, and you find the enemy and you beat the enemy. It's a nice little vignette, and it's also really gruesome at times. But I'm like, man, this is puppy Hellboy. It's great.
Okay, no, I just
Wise
remember
dogs. I love wise dogs.
One of my
Wise
favorites, the frog.
Oh my god.
The frog demon.
When the frogs when it rains frogs,
Yep.
and like three animals are killed by this frog.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I was so thinking that Fluffy and Orphan were gonna get hooked up, and then Fluffy
Oh,
dies.
Fluffy!
Fluffy dies.
I forgot about Fluffy.
Fluffy
Yeah.
dies. Then Dipna comes back to life, kinda, and I'm like, okay, those two are gonna hook up. Nice.
Right.
The rat demons,
The Rat King.
the rat kings.
The art on those zombie dogs when they first open the gate and see them, and then Ace is just like, close the gate, Rex. Close the gate, Rex. Close the goddamn gate, Rex.
Yeah, no, that was because it's like, okay, we're gonna throw him out. Close the gate, Rex.
Is, Hazel
I love
the missing puppies, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Like so they become Ghostbusters, right? They become Dogbusters.
Wise dogs.
Wise dogs.
Yeah.
And so they start taking like requests from like, oh, this is, and like these are all bad requests, like, oh, help me get an apple or help me do this and this, and like all these are bad. And then this dog comes up like, oh, what can I help you with? My children are missing.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, we took a hard left turn.
But
Yeah.
that story is really
so-
is subtly
it makes me-
brilliant because
I
when
got teary.
the three dogs are possessed
Yeah,
and
they
they
go-
go to kill the kid. Let me
Yeah.
finish. And
Yeah,
they go
finish.
kill the kid. You're thinking, oh my god, they just killed the kid. What's going to happen? And then they say, it's okay. You can rest now. Your murderer has been killed.
Well, also,
Right.
Whoa.
not only that, but when they go into like when they barge in on him, they crash in his closet, and then if the camera, so to speak, pans out, and you see then the clippings and like essentially, he was the one who killed them all.
Yeah.
Well,
That
that's
was
what
like-
I was just saying. You know, that your murderer has been
Yeah.
killed. Like that was such an incredible moment.
Doesn't she kill herself?
Then she kills
She
herself.
drowns herself,
Yeah.
and the last panel is her sleeping
She-
with her dead puppies.
She throws
Yeah.
herself into the pond.
Like what rating is this book? Is it mature?
T. T
It's
for
T.
teen.
Bullshit.
When I looked at it, yeah.
I mean, it's pretty hardcore T. If it's a T book.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's great. I love the art is stunning. I love the expressions they get on
Yeah.
the animals
Pause.
from moment to moment. The times of horror or mutilation are incredible.
Yeah.
I really dig it. One of my favorite moments personally in the whole series is the opening of chapter 3, which is when they take the dog who's been hit by a car to a burial and have a funeral.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man.
I loved all those kind of moments like that, and the evolution of Ace's character throughout the story. I really just dig this. I thought it was so
Wasn't there like
brilliantly well done.
like a preacher dog or something who like gave
The
like,
wise dog. The
it was
wise dog.
Okay, it was the wise dog. Yeah, God, that's just a great name, the wise dogs. And like the first wise dog you see, like I didn't realize they were like the guardians or whatever. So like this cute white puppy shows up, it's like, oh, I'm a wise dog, and I'm just thinking of your dogs or something.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's a little.
They're a little
No,
bigger
it-
than my dogs.
Yeah.
But it was a legit wise dog.
Yeah, dude, it was.
And he like knows all of the things, and like you kind of feel like, oh, this crackpot dog is talking about witches.
Yeah.
Oh no, these are witches.
He shows up like Constantine. He's like, "Oh, you got yourself a witch problem." Blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. I'm like, oh,
Right.
this is.
Yeah, and I love that it starts really soft and it gets more intense as it goes. Like it starts with just my doghouse feels haunted and turns into just like the most
Demons,
insane stuff.
murder.
Yeah.
So I immediately after I read this, I texted Sparkz and said, "Is there more?" Sparkz, if for the audience who wants to know if there's more, is there
Yes,
more?
there is more. Animal Rights is the only actual collected edition, but there is more than that. There is several one shots that are in collections of Dark Horse Book of Hauntings, Dark Horse Book of Witchcraft, Dark Horse Book of the Dead, Dark Horse Book of Monsters. All of these have little pieces, which were the early issues of Beasts of Burden that take place before this book does, and then he has written some more after Animal Rights. The first one he did after was working on Hellboy, the crossover with Hellboy, followed by 3 stories that showed up in Dark Horse Presents, and then a new collection that's all kind of a whole bunch of short stories were collected together that you can get on Comixology called Beasts of Burden Neighborhood Watch.
I'm
And-
absolutely gonna find that Hellboy comic because if it looks like
Yeah.
Mike Mignola art with those animals, like, oh man, you got me.
Yeah, I need to pick up the rest of them myself because I'm truly in love with this story, and I would love to see more done with it. I personally, I don't know where you'd do it or how you'd make it because you'd have to make it to be true to this, but I'd love to see an animated film of this
Yeah.
myself. Yeah,
Watership Down.
something in you'd have to be willing to really commit to the art style. I'd prefer 2D animation myself,
I was gonna say, what like a Netflix thing because like they'll do rated R animation.
but they got to get into the 2D game like hardcore with this. I think.
Is
I'd almost want something like near looking like painting almost
Okay.
with 2D animation. Like what they have with this art is pretty good. Actually, the Disney short Feast, if you ever saw that, where the dog,
Yeah.
it's about a dog getting fed. You know what I'm talking about. That kind of art would be perfect for this.
All right.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shorts. I love that short so much. Well, I think that'll let's wrap this one up. Anything else we want to talk about with this one before we get going?
No, man, like just like you guys, like I started reading it and I was like, oh, this is cute, this is fun. Oh, it's like Ghostbusters. Oh, it's a little bit more mature. Oh shit, this is real. Oh wow, this is really real. This book's like this looks like a top 5. This is like so good.
Yeah,
The
same
key
here.
thief. The key thief agrees with you. So
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
great. She commented.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this like, oh, it's a story about dogs and a cat. That's cute. What the hell?
Oh, satanic rituals.
It's like, oh, okay, cool. So they're gonna let a dog go to rest because she's haunting a doghouse. Wait, what? What? Witches? What? God? Where? What the hell?
Yeah, this was pretty great. One of my favorite book clubs so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm a big time dog lover, and so like usually anything in fiction where like animals are hurt or killed really puts me off of it. The passion and the well done storytelling here makes me love this story even in spite of those moments, and even more so for how they handle it. I just think it's so well crafted. I dig it so much. I thought it was a great way to start October. So
It is October.
I'm really glad that you guys liked it as much as you did, because not a lot of people know about this comic, and I think it's great.
I consider myself. I mean, you worked at a store too, but I consider myself someone who reads a lot of comics, and I did not know about.
We
this
have
book.
never stocked this book.
Really?
Yeah.
You should call that store right up right now.
Yeah.
You did stock this book because I bought my copy from you.
Oh no!
The one copy that only had the only one.